Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now Gordon on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. 3rd down here.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete to Kenny
Denver
Stills.
has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
First down.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Problem is, nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson from the shotgun. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
2 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Gordon looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. This time Jackson will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the...
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and...
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. In the face.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was taken down by...
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To Nelson Aguilar. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Patriots nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to look deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Ryan Suckup set to kick
So
off.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive. No points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction. But
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, Patriots.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson. Going deep here for Stills. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
By the Broncos.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
8-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Defensively,
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Denzel Mims. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Drake. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
26-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And that's going to hit in the end zone as we... Restart things here in the 2nd half with a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Aguilar has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
50. Check Mike 50. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now Allen on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Tackle made at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard.
On second down now, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Allen with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that joke college stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now 2nd and 6.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Dancing to his left. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Check 53, I'm scared.
They'll try again with Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
Now Drake loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson, able to get this to Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the Patriots.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he locates Josh Hill, complete.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
8-yard pickup. And the Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And Stills bringing it in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 37.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Maybe they give it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
The Broncos.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it again. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Broncos 20.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
9-yard line.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
53, Mike, double dog, that's the way.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes Reed. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Jackson got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. And this is caught by Watkins for a Bronco touchdown.
Number 14, Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 32, Patriots 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll look to throw. And he hits Drake. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Allen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Forbath, the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulate.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Patriots.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.